Hey guys, it's Luke Brindley, and today I want to talk to you about 5 very common and useful Travis picking techniques. I made a free tab for you at the link below, so go ahead and download that and let's get started. Travis picking is a very basic and common guitar technique. You'll hear it in folk, blues, country, singer-songwriter music, and more. It lets you get a really full, rich sound out of the guitar with just pretty basic left-hand chords and basic right-hand fingerstyle guitar techniques. So I put together 5 common patterns for you that are used in tons of songs. Just 2 quick notes before we get started. First, we're going to learn the 5 patterns by using just an open G chord, and then later I'll show you how to use these patterns on other chords. And secondly, a little bit about the right hand. As a general rule, our thumb is going to play the 6th, 5th, and 4th strings, and then each of these 3 fingers gets a string. The first finger plays the 3rd string, the middle finger plays the 2nd string, and the ring finger plays the 1st string. We're going to break this rule a little later, but for now, stick with that. So go ahead and make a G chord with left hand, and let's get started. Take a look at pattern 1. You'll hear this pattern in a song like The Boxer by Simon and Garfunkel. Our right hand thumb is going to alternate between the 6th and the 4th strings on quarter notes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the and of the first beat, our middle finger is going to play the open 2nd string like this. Then our first finger is going to play the open 3rd string on the and of the 2nd beat. So let's put that together. Great. Now that pattern just repeats for the second half of the measure. So you get this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Amazing. Okay, let's take a look at pattern 2. Pattern 2 you'll hear in songs like Don't Think Twice, It's Alright by Bob Dylan or Naked As We Came by Iron and Wine. And it's very similar to the first pattern actually. Our thumb continues to just alternate between the 6th and the 4th strings. Then on the and of the first beat, our first finger plays the open 3rd string like this. Then on the and of the 2nd beat, our middle finger plays the open B string like this. That's 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Then the second half of the measure is the same as the first, just like this. Gorgeous. Pattern 3 is a very common one. You'll hear this in a song like Dust in the Wind or Dear Prudence by the Beatles. Now this one's a little different. Our thumb continues to alternate between the 6th and the 4th strings on quarter notes, but on the first beat we have what we call a pinch, which is just where one of the other fingers is playing the same time as the thumb. So you kind of get this pinch sort of motion like this. So all that is my middle finger is playing the 2nd string on the first beat the same time my thumb is playing the 6th string like this. Then our first finger is going to play the 3rd string on the and of the 2nd beat. 1 and 2, pinch and pinch. Cool. And then on the end of the 3rd beat, our middle finger plays the open 2nd string like this. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Amazing. So let's take a look at pattern 4. Pattern 4 you'll hear in a song like Hang Me, Oh Hang Me by Dave Van Ronk, also covered by the Punch Brothers and others. The thumb continues alternating between the 6th and the 4th strings. Then on the and of the 2nd beat, our first finger is going to play the open G string. And then on the and of the 3rd beat, our middle finger plays the open 2nd string like this. To finish off the pattern, on the and of the 4th beat, our first finger plays the open 3rd string like this. So that's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3. Amazing. Here's a little bonus pattern for you. If you leave off the open 3rd string on the and of the 2nd beat, you get this. which is also a great pattern used in songs like Let Her Go by Passenger. So finally, let's take a look at pattern 5. You'll hear this pattern in a song like Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. So the right hand thumb just continues to alternate between the 6th and the 4th strings on quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then on the end of the first beat, our first finger plays the open 3rd string. And on the end of the second beat, our middle finger plays the open 2nd string. And on the end of the 3rd beat, our first finger plays the open 3rd string. Okay, so now you've got those 5 patterns down over the G chord. Let's add some other chords and make it sound like an actual song. So we're going to use these 5 patterns to play a simple 4-measure chord progression using G, E minor, C, and D. So we already know how to use these patterns for a G chord. For the E minor chord, we can actually use the same right hand pattern because the lowest note for the E minor chord is also on the 6th string. So for instance, that first pattern would sound like this over E minor. So G, E minor, G, E minor. My right hand is not changing at all, only my left hand. But now for the C chord, the lowest note on the C chord is on the 5th string. So we're going to have to change what we're doing with the right hand a little bit. Our thumb is now going to alternate between the 5th string and the 4th string instead of the 6th and the 4th, like this. And then our other 2 fingers are playing the same strings and rhythm as they're playing over the G chord, like this. Now, for the D chord, here's where we kind of break the rule. Our thumb is going to alternate between the 4th string and the 3rd string. And then the first and middle fingers are going to play the 2nd and 1st string, respectively, like this. So let's put that all together. So again, the left hand's playing G, E minor, C, and D. And the patterns are written out for you on the tab. Here we go. One more time. So that's how you're going to play these 5 common Travis picking patterns through this simple progression of G, E minor, C, and D. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Lots more to come. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think, comment with any questions, and I'll see you soon.